The moment he's just fading out of existence. Bye, Q.
We're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Ian, and I'm a storyteller. Uh, this is episode 9. I have been unable to stop telling stories. Last time, the party actually went and they tried to stake out the Maria del Silva's lair. They discovered that it's a bit more complicated than they thought. Then they heard that Maria was fighting the Akkad, or at least something bad was happening. They decide to intervene in the Akkad fight, help the Akkad. The Akkad succeed due to the help, and then they got a favor from the Akkad and the Akkad's number. Hey, so the party now has to decide what they do now, as you are currently in the city, kind of thinking about your actions.
We wait a week.
We
Okay.
prep.
We prepare.
We cast new
Okay.
spells. Off camera, we cast a bunch of new spells.
Spells.
Everyone buff.
We retreat back for a week. We lick our wounds because, well, depending on whose opinion it is, the last fight was a failure. We did not stop the Akkad from diablerizing. They have grown more powerful than ever.
We did get a favor from them, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if any of you
It's a
tried to
mixed bag.
text. Have any of you tried to text Marcus? You
Just
have his number.
you up?
to
Hey,
text.
girl.
Hey,
How you
boy.
doing?
Just
Hey.
you up?
a war criminal. You seem like we'd get along.
Whenever you text them during the day, you have to text you up because they're probably asleep. They're vampires.
Hey, you up?
I'm assuming quite seriously, you won't be.
I
You
don't
won't
think
be
we're gonna
texting
make
them.
them like part of the friend group, as it were.
No.
They-
I
Oh,
don't
they're not
know.
going to be
They
part of the
made-
group chat?
They may be allies. They are not quite friends, at least not to all of us.
I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
know. Maybe
imagine
Gord
where,
has
where-
better chemistry with the
Maybe
Blood
Gord,
Shield lady, but
maybe Gord has what?
maybe Gord and that Blood Shield lady have chemistry. I think you hinted at that before, but for the rest of us, I don't think we want more to do with them than we have already.
All I said was that I'm in love with her because she could kill vampires with great efficiency.
Seems legit.
So we think that, meta-wise, we should go after the Camarilla next. And
I thought we.
Oh, I thought it was the Sabat for sure.
I thought it
Oh,
was the
oh
Sabat
shit!
for
You're
sure
right.
as
No,
well.
yeah. You're right. And then the Camarilla, but we should use the
Yeah.
Akkad to help us with the Camarilla
Yeah,
because the
can allow
Camarilla are
that.
more powerful.
Well, the
Yeah, 'cause-
Camarilla are pretty much the biggest group of vampires.
The Sabat are going to be a bitch to track down right now, so that's what our focus should be because they're
Okay, well, during this week that's been happening, how are the Anarchs? They must be in.
Oh,
complete
the
disarray.
Anarchs are in complete disarray. There's news are showing spikes of I guess gang warfare. The Mortal News is reporting it as like a gang leader has supposedly fallen and fights have broken out
Oh.
over leadership. There are definitely pretty much all of the were creature community is or at least the more militant types are every few days, like they've a few times this week gone on hunts for just groups of vampires.
Yeah, I remember saying last session that Gord was going to do that off camera with.
Yeah. So you have groups of were dinos and were bears and werewolves and were jaguars and the occasional were crow just go doing hunts, and Cisco does, and trying to settle old scores now that the Anarch hierarchy wouldn't be as good at responding to all of the to everything. So, it's kind of been a week of of violence in the supernatural community.
I think
Uh,
Zach would work with Gord to like get if they ever come across Sabat to try and take one of them alive if they're important.
And so what I'm going to say is that at the end of the week, the Sabat make a move.
Okay.
And that is what allows you to try to figure out where the Sabat are. Or at least where the major cell in the city is. Because Sabat often operate in small terrorist cell-esque groups. You guys are also hearing that in this chaos, a vampire calling himself Father Gentle is directing kindred who are seeking a new start to the Pathway District, telling them to follow the Black Messengers. So it seems like some of the more scared and neonate vampires are
Curly, do you have
kind
anything
of
to do with this?
disappeared.
Absolutely not.
I don't believe you. Follow the Black Messengers. Can that be anything more than a crow?
I don't think
Okay,
anyone
gotta roll.
believes you.
Send them to the Pathway District? Jeez. Go on the right path.
Curly
I mean-
leaves, and then everyone's like, "We can still talk to you telepathically. You realize this? You cannot get away from this."
Oh shit. I have.
Sorry,
Okay.
I missed that. My thing got disconnected there.
Oh, we all have
Oh.
telepathy, so she can't get away.
No, but
Okay, well, I have
Curly leaves and goes where?
Just
oh,
leaves
I
the
don't know.
room.
Just like turn into a crow, fly away. This is how you get out of awkward conversations when you're a werecrow.
You just fly away.
All right, let's roll this very good lie. Very
Anyone
good
who wants
lie.
can do a, I guess, a wits plus empathy to
Okay.
to
Wits
see
plus
if they
empathy?
believe. Yeah, if they
What
believe
it-
Curly.
What about?
Oh, I have
okay.
actually bad wits plus empathy.
You're supposed to be a
nailed
detective. Okay, there you go.
Things are back to normal.
2-1. Yone's critically failed.
Yeah, Leonie isn't even paying attention to this. She doesn't care.
She's down in the lab. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's
like-
she's doing stuff.
It's like, can you please, if you're standing next to each other, not use the telepathy? It's distracting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Don't believe Crow. Don't believe Crow. Crow would never mislead anyone. Crow is trustworthy.
I don't believe you, but I honestly don't care either.
The organization is calling itself the Church of the Gentle Worm.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's pretty good.
Okay, well,
Well, it seems like
they're all gathered there for us conveniently. Let's
Hey,
go.
no. Don't you even... Well, okay, actually, you wouldn't be able to find it very easily.
Why?
But
Why is
also-
that? Why is that we wouldn't be able to find it easily?
Well, because I'm the Black Messengers, so how the
it's
hell are you
called
going to follow
command.
them?
You know
No,
I can
no.
track you, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't have to... I have staff there. I don't have to go there every damn day. It's a cult. They don't see their leader too often, or else they'll get, ideas.
Wait, you're
So-
raising a cult?
No,
You're raising-
okay, listen. The vampires are born into cults. I'm just trying to make it comfortable and familiar to them. That's all.
Are you a psychologist? I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know about this either.
Listen, the
We've already-
changelings there will take good care.
The
Oh,
changelings
something-
there will take good care.
How many? Hmm.
What did you do with Q?
But Q is not there. Q is... I mean, he could be there. I don't know. He's ceasing to exist right now. It happens. Now, are we... Can we just drop this? I do not want Gord involved in this in any capacity, and
Well, we have Sabat to kill anyway.
Yep. This will definitely not be a necessary step towards getting more people into the church of the Gentle Worm. definitely not part of my
No,
plan.
I mean if they don't attack us, we won't attack them. Unless we know that they've killed a lot of humans, and then, you know.
They're not killing anyone right now. They're crying their eyes out watching sad movies hopped up on changeling stuff.
That doesn't sound ethical, but
Leonie
Thanks,
sends
okay.
up just the thought being like, the last time I had vampires drink changeling blood, you gave me shit.
You
yeah.
were experimenting. I know what it does now. Very different.
Well, I wonder why.
The
I
first
wonder
time
why
someone,
indeed.
if you randomly injected someone with chemotherapy drugs, it would be immoral. If you do it as medicine, it's not.
They're vampires. It was blood. Like, come on.
Technically,
Yeah.
using immoral research is still immoral, but just
Question
putting that out
about
there.
the telepathy.
Yeah.
If I can I determine what I want to be heard in the group and what I want to keep to what Gord
Yeah,
wants to keep
it's
to
not
himself?
always on.
Yes, it is
You're
your
not a hive
choice, and you can actually target specific people if you want.
Okay, so if Gord's thinking of whether or not he should be either contacting the devastation dinos or stuff about the thing in the pathway district.
Your thoughts are your own unless you want to announce them.
Okay.
If I could have made it so that everyone's thoughts were not their own, but then we'd all have headaches. So.
Yeah.
Also, though I will warn, if you want to get into a game of allies with Curly, you're barking up a very wrong tree. Try just
No.
a fist fight. That will go better for you.
Yeah. It's not a game of
Actually-
allies. It's a game of we're both the devastation dinos we know and would want to be attacking this. Plus, also, like I said, these are Gord's own thoughts.
Yeah. I'm not gonna medicate, but
Well, for
you're
now,
gonna lose this battle, son. Actually, you'd also lose a fist fight because it's very hard to punch a bird.
I think we
They're
can at
very
least
far away.
focus on the Sabat and ignore.
Yeah, let's focus on this.
So, during I just wanted you guys to have your RP moments right there. So I am. So, of the Sabat send a group of very newly turned vampires to attack some of the Anarch fractured factions strongholds. And Gord plus a few other were creatures plus Zach and anyone else who really wants to join off-screen capture one of these very new vampires. Doesn't even know it's a vampire. Just knows that there's some kind of strange people, blood altars, things hurt, and then he felt really fucking good and really hungry. Now, I'm just wondering, you can use space magic to try to figure out where the ritual... Can you try to figure out where, like, past traumatic events happened with someone?
I could read their memory. I could actually give them perfect memory to describe where they were.
But they might not have enough information to know where they were.
If they were conscious, they'd be able to figure it out. You
Alright.
can
Worth a try.
the perfect memory thing
I mean, if
allows
someone
you to.
puts a bag over your head, I don't know. That's
You can. True.
you can certainly glean a lot, though. It's worth a try.
Yeah. So why don't I try that?
Yeah,
Cat, please.
I can't believe I spent a willpower on that very good line. It didn't even work.
it worked for some.
Yep. Guess it did.
Oh no, you only have 17 more willpower.
Excuse me. 19 more.
Okay. I don't know what I get out of that, but
Yeah, I
nothing.
guess did you spend mana or
No,
willpower?
nothing.
Well then nothing. Okay, nothing.
You get nothing. Good
Oh,
basic.
you get an extra reach.
I didn't even use all of them.
You get an extra. You get
oh,
nothing.
Oh no. Anyway, for the scene, he has a perfect memory of 4 memories. Yeah.
Okay, and so you're trying to see what memories he has of
When he got abducted and
of being
ritualized and all that.
abducted and ritualized. Okay, so what he is remembering is that he was part of a small time street gang. The leader of their gang said they were gonna get some enhancements to become just stronger, better, faster. The leader seemed a bit odd, but I mean, cybernetic enhancements that gangs have been getting give them the upper hand, so all of them agreed to it. They're led down into the sewers. Then I'm actually gonna have you do a clash of wills.
Ooh.
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 Ooh. Wait, what?
Someone's in
So-
trouble. Ooh.
So this is a long-term memory alteration that was done to this person.
What the fuck is my... Oh, there it is.
So I do believe that's 4 dice. Let's see. The level of the conditioning, I think, is... So it's 4 plus... So... Clash of Wills.
Ooh, I did not win that.
They got a bunch more dice because it's long
Mhm.
term, I believe. So... You can't make them remember exactly how they got to the altar space, but they can remember the altar space. At least brief glimpses. You see vampires that seem to have be able to grow bones out of different parts of their body. You see one take one of the bones and use it as ritual daggers to carve mystical runes into the people to be into the gang members. All the gang members seem to be in a state of either mind control or docility or freaking the fuck out but unable to move. And you hear a very clear voice from a guy who sounds like an American preacher going, "And now you will be blessed with secret knowledge. The world is not mundane. There are creatures that go bump in the night, and you are to become part of their ranks. The end of the world is nigh, and you now know." And the lady who can make bone daggers out of bones jutting out of her skin seems to her blood seems to come out of her vein in almost a stream and then separates itself neatly into droplets and goes into each one of their mouths. Wow. Then from the blood droplet, he looks around and he sees bone spikes jutting out the top of various thugs' heads. And then he feels it himself. He wakes up feeling much better. Not in the ritual chamber, but effectively in the back of a van with that preacher going, "Now, Sonny Jim and Sonny boys, we're about to go raid someone. You feel mighty hungry? Feel free to feast. You'll know what to do when the time comes. Welcome to the apocalypse, foot soldiers." The preacher kicks the van door open and ushers them all out. And then you see perfect clarity as they're they're attacking other vampires, and then a group of werebears bears down on them, and he remembers. You can see all the memories up until now from his perspective. Until you
But he should have
torture
drank
him.
the Kool-Aid.
So it sounds like they're somewhere in the sewers.
Mhm.
And
And when you looked at the altars, they looked ancient. They looked like Mayan or Aztec or what.
God, where's
The
he
character
when you
doesn't
need him?
You don't quite know what indigenous group. You don't have the best.
well, let's see. I'm assuming he would have a link. He would have a strong link to that altar chamber. So let's see if I can follow the trail back to the link.
Okay.
Or follow the link into the sewers.
Now Frosty.
Mhm.
I'll say what you get first before I do Snake. You know that this city is kind of built off of the ruins of a more ancient city.
Yeah.
So
standard.
occasionally when digs happen, artifacts, bones, pottery, old buildings are found in the dirt. Usually from the time of the conquistadors or earlier. So a group of like vault these kinds of altars being inside the sewers, unusual. Someone probably took them from somewhere and put them there, but the altars being in the city, not all that unusual,
Okay.
especially for those of the mystic persuasion. Snake, you sort of ping that altar, and it looks like, since we're on the city map, it looks like it is in. It's somewhere near. Let me put it on the map as a little circle dot. And then let me put some text, and I'll do. Oh, wow. Okay, I have to. That is the wrong thing right there. Sabat sewer altars.
So I'm gonna say Leonie's probably been taking notes and sends like abbreviated stuff to Victor with just question marks.
What? What are you? I guess what particularly are you trying to? Are you? Is there
Like,
something you want Victor to answer?
well, just that these altars kind of reminded her of the cup in the box that they were trying to go get, and she's wondering if there was a correlation between them.
Victor, Victor texts back. Same era, different makers. And then a follow-up text. Altars have been, their true purpose has been perverted by the Sabbat. They have done this before. They will do it again. And then a final text, Sabbat are assholes.
Well, we'll have to go digging around in the sewers.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray!
Yeah, fun times.
Hooray!
Maybe we'll find a clown.
Or maybe we just
Wouldn't
send,
that be it?
How close do we need to be to the best boy doggos?
I mean, they're with Zach technically.
So can we just send the best boy doggos roaming around the sewers for us?
Yeah, guess we could.
Are they part of the telepathic link? Can we see through their eyes?
No.
Okay.
Also, we can't see through each other's eyes. So. Just
Oh, I
set
thought
the-
we could relay information quite accurately like that.
No.
Then
Because you
how
have
did
sensory
the-
range. Like you used a spell at sensory range because you could see them through Curly's
I
crow
thought
eyes.
you gave me sight through the bird.
No, not in any way that wasn't your telekinesis.
Oh, I thought that
Or
was
tele-
all you.
No.
Huh. Hmm.
I mean, like
Let
you
me look
could
into
have,
telepathy again. I don't think it does that.
because I mean, Curly's mind was in two places at once. So if you were touching her, you could have probably cast a different spell to see through her eyes.
Yeah, probably. I'd have to scry? I don't know. I thought you were just giving us a cool werewolf thing. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool.
What? No. All I have is familiar. Is just a familiar that Curly can see.
Hmm. Well, the answer is
And then-
no.
All right.
That was some miscommunication that time.
Oof.
I'm sure there's a
Oh.
way for me to do it. I just need to look into it.
All right. So in that case, I mean, Curly doesn't really care about the sewer. It smells bad, but she can't get sick or anything. So
No,
Whatever.
like I can't get sick from it either. Just wondering more so because the sewer is big, and technically walking around the sewer doesn't exactly give us the
not exactly legal.
best. Hmm?
Oh, you just mean it's not very quick.
Yeah, I think if we find so the memory from this guy, he doesn't even remember which area he got picked up in.
Well,
Actually,
he said he got picked up in South Bend, but then driven about like 10-15 minutes, and then he doesn't quite remember what happened after due
Okay.
to that.
Well, actually,
since
it
we
is-
don't have a general idea, we could probably break it down into at most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 districts, maybe 9.
Well, you kind of know where you know what district and even the few city blocks where that altar was. So you might be able to
Oh, we know where the altar was.
if you look at Tito Place,
Yeah, I
Uh,
see.
you
I
see
was-
bat sewer altars. So
Okay,
you
saw
know
that.
it's the
Just-
altars of that particular ritual are right there. You don't know if other parts, or you don't exactly know how they got from South Bend to Tito Place, if there was any stops along the way or other vampires.
Well, we could find out where he got picked up and figure out a general thing there, can't we? See, or we could try to find his other crew.
I feel like we care more about the altars than anything, right?
Mm.
So just go there, trash the altar.
Yeah, we can also link up from there to anyone important, anyone who's been
Yeah, see
using the
leads,
ritual.
Will.
Sorry?
Plus, if they're just dropping like random recruits this quickly, they might be using it right when we arrive.
Hmm.
Yeah, if they're just get.
So
pick up-
actually, I would have you guys roll intelligence in occult or intelligence in politics to try to figure out what's to try to figure out what they might be doing with those altars, or how they're making so many guys so fast.
2 again.
So, Frosty, or Curly has heard.
Oh my god.
You're
Curly has
distracted
heard
by something else.
of there being ways for when vampires make other vampires. It's called embrace.
Yeah.
And
Good job.
when
Well, there
you
we
have
go. We're all
you
doing great.
and you have heard of vampires being able to using certain rituals do mass embraces,
Mhm.
which is effectively creating a lot of kind of weak vampires.
Okay. So this is something related to the ability to do mass embraces.
Or it might be one of the things that this particular group's using to do mass embraces.
Okay.
You
So,
don't know much about the mechanics of mass embraces other than, they happen.
mhm.
People do them.
And no one else knows anything about it because they didn't go to vampire school
That's
that
right.
Curly made. They didn't
No,
go
they
to the
don't
Church
go
of the
to
Gentle Worm.
Curly's vampire classes.
Yeah. How to be a good vampire. 101.
Well,
Don't eat
Curly,
people.
since you seem to know so many vampires, why don't you talk to some of them?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to call up staff because Hernande was actually in one of these mass embraces. Correct? And I have
Yep.
Staff Hernande.
Yep.
He's running the Church of the Gentle Knight right now, or Gentle Worm right now.
Oh, by the way, we did do that bird sniping correctly because we're not issuing words to each other. We're issuing thoughts, which can be what you see.
Oh, okay.
So you could it's it's just a thought. Everything
Mhm.
that a thought can be.
So if I can give you positional information enough to teleport?
Yeah, actually,
Oh, okay.
because it's a pic. You can make a picture with your mind, right?
Yeah, okay.
So if
So
that
it is
picture
like
is
seeing through each other's eyes.
right, so if that picture is accurate, then yes.
All right, excellent. Yeah, okay. I'm calling up Hernande, the
Yeah.
what vampire from the first session.
Mm-hmm. No, Hernandez is his name.
Hernandez,
Uh,
yeah.
You call him to the tower, and he does show up. You see that he's now he's now dressed a bit more smartly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
He's in business casual attire. And he has a little name tag that says Father Hernandez.
Oh Jesus!
I love it.
And he says, "Why, hello there, great benefactors. How can I help you?"
Oh, good question. We were wondering if you could tell us more about mass embraces. We're looking to track down some Sabat.
Oh, he's a bit like he doesn't like remembering his mass embrace.
Yeah.
He then puts on a brave face and says, "Well, when I was put into the embrace, when it happened, I was not quite aware of what was going on. I was brought into a warehouse, and we were all told that to swear allegiance to the new gang leader, we all had to drink from various cups. They also had armed guards, and we were all in a pit, so I drank because I imagined if I didn't, I would get shot. And after I drank
Preferable
that,
fate.
I felt pain, and then I woke up, and I was very hungry, and they had locked us all in the pit and said, "Only the strong shall survive. Fight, drink, become better." And so I was working off of the terrible instinct that was instilled in me, and I was one of the 2 survivors of the pit. I carry I carry the others in the pit with me. Such is the fate of diablerie.
Mm-hmm. Curly gives him a big hug, calls him very brave, and I think, does that give us the information we need?
Not really. We don't know which warehouse.
Okay. Now, see this scary-looking mage detective guy?
Hey, how you doing? He's smoking.
Yes, I vaguely remember him.
Yeah, I think he didn't shoot you. Yeah,
Probably.
probably. It's been too long. Who can recall? He's gonna go rooting around in your brain just a bit to try and bring out the freshest parts of the memory. and see if we can learn more from it that way. Is that okay with you? It's like hypnosis, but invasive and magey.
Well, I don't think I could stop you.
I don't
Is
know. That makes me feel so much worse. That is the worst possible response to that
Zach
question.
shrugs. I guess not. Perfect recall.
Okay.
So, you start going through the memories. Uh, it's different people at the edge of the pit. It seems like this was a larger Sabbat cell that has probably been extinguished by other vampires, but there is a familiar face you see. The preacher.
Hmm.
He's wearing sunglasses. He's still speaking like they're soldiers of the apocalypse. Although it seems like with this mass embrace, instead of just sending all the new vampires out as cannon fodder, they wanted to try to distill, like, take a larger group and just get the cream of the crop out of it. And to eventually, like, effectively to create a more elite force of vampire. That preacher's still there, though. Seems like that preacher started explaining after Hernandez survived. Started explaining what was going to be expected of Hernandez, and what to actually expect out of being a vampire. You can't help but feel like some of the information given was maybe at least partially incorrect.
Hmm.
Or at least maybe like a half truth. You don't think that the Sabbat don't seem pretty keen on giving full information out freely.
Makes sense.
Hernandez then you aren't seeing that much more about the mass embrace, other than it appears like to do the mass embrace, everyone needs to drink blood from the vampire leading the ritual.
Hmm. Well, that's important then. That means we just need to kill the vampires that are leading the rituals. And the
guy
preacher.
Guy look like that? Jim Jones?
I was thinking it was probably closer to the guy who from the comic Preacher.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I still need to watch that.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I was thinking of the guy with the Kool-Aid and Jim Jones from Jonestown.
Yep. No, that's a perfectly fine image. Mental image there. So,
Well,
you're pretty sure. It seems like while that Sabbat cell died, they kept on going to they when one cell dies, the surviving elements make new cells.
Cut off one head, 2 shall take its place.
That's so inconvenient.
So
All right.
you're saying that the only way to deal with the Sabbat is total extermination?
Well, people have definitely tried that in the past.
Yes, but have they tried it to? They have been too effective, apparently.
Total extermination is kind of a hard goal with
Yeah.
so many vampires. Just cut off the tools they use to repopulate.
So much white phosphorus.
God.
So go around and try to find all the altars.
All the altars, all the pits. Take out the people who can make more or found them in the first place. Go from there.
Okay.
And
Well,
also recruit who falls through the cracks into the nice vampire society.
Nope, they're not we're not trying to make this cult of yours any bigger.
Okay. Are we I think just drop the dogs into the sewer and have Curly follow them around, or I can even just throw a swarm into the sewers, and because we have a fairly specific block, right?
Mm.
Yeah, we have a general area.
All right.
Well, is it in a? Would it be in a warehouse? Because the other one was in a warehouse.
No, I think this is underground. I think this is somewhere in the
This
sewer
is straight
system.
from the underground.
So they either carved something out or took over something else that used to be a bigger area.
This is the most recent one. This is our freshest lead.
Like there could be a pumping station. There could be. There's so many things it could be in such a big city.
Okay,
Big
well,
hole-
Curly,
big
if you
hole in the
want to take the underground with the dogs, Zach, myself, and Leonie could also just go check the up part, the above ground for a pumping station or anything like that, and also just keep an eye out for any large groups of or stuff like that would be kind
May
of
as well do this during the day so we don't get ambushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
And,
sleep schedules
well,
are,
then
you
there's-
know.
Mhm.
And as Hernandez is leaving, Curly makes sure that Gord isn't, following him or anything like that. Just, normal things that friendly groups of people do.
It's fine.
Gord is busy just minding his own business.
Okay. That looks suspiciously calm. Mhm. He looks
Okay.
too innocent.
Pulling out his phone, starts texting people.
So
All right.
suspicious.
Yeah, how you doing?
All right,
What you
excellent.
saying, girl?
So, you start going to the city block-esque area to try to figure out where the sewers are, or where the altars in the sewers are. And I guess I can move a dog and a crow to the map. So, okay, one of the best boys, and I'm just gonna use Curly in war form because
Yeah, I don't have a regular pro. Ugh, I know how much you would love to have even more tokens.
No, I'm winning the token battle right now
I guess. Well, yes, because of the best boys. But
because of the best boys.
Curly does have one more token now because of her alter ego.
so what you find is that
we
there's
can see
actually-
everything.
yep,
Okay, just making sure.
sort of as the best boy and Curly get to the corner, you see what appears to be a mass embrace in progress. Because sunlight doesn't get down here.
That's true.
Okay. Well,
So I
the
have
bone lady is there. The preacher is there. There's two others you don't quite know there. You haven't seen before.
So they're kind of lined up real nice and neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure we can just Thunderdome them
Mm-hmm.
Thunderdome 'em.
and then maybe rip the ceiling off.
in the middle of broad daylight,
We're in-
That would be the point, yes.
but like above them is a fucking city street during the day. It's
Zach flashes his badge. I think I can. I think I can manage something to get this area cordoned off.
Freeze. I'm a cop.
Either that or what? you
nothing to
just-
see here.
Do you want to open a portal at the top of the Thunderdome area and just have it be a portal right in the sky, so just sunlight.
Do you
comes
want to
down
open
through?
the can of worms that allows me to put a portal in front of sunlight?
Probably not.
I
yeah.
wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. Either that or just do mass teleportation. What could go wrong?
Hmm?
You teleport vampires out into the daylight.
Yeah.
Donk.
Let's Thunderdome them.
All right,
Gord's
let me.
always down for a good Thunderdoming.
I need to make a call then. What's my?
Are you not going to get down here? You're just going to Okay.
Let me
Seems-
see.
This seems extreme.
We're gonna get down there eventually.
So I have
We're
status
gonna-
3 in FBI. Can I just like get this place curtained off?
Be right back, one second.
Status? Wouldn't that be allies?
Well, with status, you might be able to call it in, but you'd have to justify it with your superiors. Like you could effectively, you'd have to coordinate with the FBI to coordinate with the local police to kind of cordon the area off. It's not. It's your status protects you as an individual.
Right. I don't have allies.
You don't have, you can't. It's hard for you to just make a call and be like, I need the city block sectioned off. There's terrorist activity.
Why don't we just call in a bomb threat? An anonymous bomb threat.
Because then police would show up and that's more people.
Hmm.
What would be the easiest
I'm-
way to do this?
Probably just get down here and hit him with the big sword, but
There's a lot of them.
yeah, well, most of them aren't even vampires yet.
The ritual is happening right now.
And I'd rather have 4 dead vampires than 4 dead vampires and 4 dead, and like 20 dead civilians.
I mean, to be fair, most of them are gangbangers, but
Yeah, still humans actually.
no, yeah, but like bad humans. Bad humans. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go with
still-
bad humans.
Okay, morale don't apply to bad humans. I know this cop business. Yeah.
You know what a gangbanger is, right? Do we have to talk about this? Do we have to have a little lesson on life in the big bad city?
Yeah. Justice is a lie. Morality is dead. Cops rule. It's
I'm glad you're seeing things my way. I mean, what? Okay, fine. We'll go down there.
or I mean, I could do your job better than you do. I could with like 12 texts probably get the police over here doing my bidding better than you ever could.
Oh,
Then why
go
don't
for
you
it.
close
Yeah,
off the fucking street?
yeah, do it. That would make this way
All right.
easier.
All right. I don't have very good reception in the sewer though. It'll take a minute.
All right, wait. Look at him for a second. Just look at him.
Okay, look at him.
Look at who?
Do I need to roll stealth or anything?
I would have you roll a stealth.
Okay, does the
plus-
dog need to roll stealth?
Yes, the dog needs to roll stealth. Roll 6 dice for the dog because it's a metal dog. It's not exactly built for stealth.
Okay.
Oh, you need to get padded feet attachments.
Well, there we go. Now we know what to do.
Oh, then they'll have cute little feet.
Yeah, they'll have kitten mittens, except they'll be dogs.
Aw, I love them so much.
Okay. Let me just do one of these.
This isn't gonna cost any mana. That's nice. Hey, successes.
Wow.
That's one success for the dog, and if they perceive it, I can wrap it in my own. Well, it counts as pack, right? It's a party
Yeah.
controlled. Yeah. Then I can wrap it in my own stealth roll.
Well, that's good because this vampire, the one, I guess I'll call it West Vampire, who looks kind of ragged, like his skin doesn't quite fit right, and it's constantly roiling underneath.
That's fun. I like that a lot.
Starts looking towards the best boy's direction because the best boy is not the stealthiest boy.
Just a big black wing completely covers it from you, hiding it in shadow.
So what? They see a big black wing?
No, just the whole thing is shadow. Okay, it's dark here.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's don't worry about how the magic works, but it's stealth, okay?
So you give them your stealth roll effectively.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, they succeed. Spend a whole essence on that, and
Okay.
a whole willpower too. And then I get
So
the willpower back.
the guy the first rank guys, I guess I'll put the thugs with the red dot. Each have a blood pellet moved towards their mouth, being floated towards their mouths, which you know is the moment they get them will probably kill them.
That's
Okay.
true. So let's try this then. All right, fuck it. We're doing something different.
Okay.
Teleport us into.
We're gonna.
Uh-oh.
I need to draw a dome. I'm going to cordon off the people like that. So the drops of blood go through the band and onto the other side instead of into the people's mouths.
Oh,
So now
okay.
there's no civilian casualties.
Right.
Limited civilian casualties.
Limited civilian casualties.
As long as you guys make sure that you release it before they all run out of
There's
air.
plenty of air. It's fine.
You
We'll
make it
poke
really
air holes in
tall.
it, guys. Come on. Just like the air holes I poked in those coffee tables and left them in direct sunlight.
Oh God.
Oh, can you
Okay,
roll
well
a
one of them is
paradox?
empty.
Chance die, please.
Yep.
And this one.
Okay, Mort's is empty. He was the one from the warehouse chalice and is actually at the church as well. He's the other part of early staff. But yeah, Avariz and Alice are still there.
I can't even remember Alice.
Alice was the one we just brought here from
She
nowhere.
was like the lieutenant of Maria.
Oh yes, I keep on forgetting about all our different coffee tables we have.
Can I cast another spell, Ian?
Well, actually, I'm going to. The vampire's going to react to literally having all people as part of the ritual disappear first.
That's fair.
The preacher goes, I do believe that devilry is afoot. Prepare for some kind of reprehensible repercussions. The roiling skin man just starts making a fucking break for it. The one up here, let's see, Frosty, high or low?
Hi.
Starts running towards. They just start scattering because they know the jig is up. The preacher, well, at least all the people, even the bone ladies, starting to run, and the preacher, just says, "Whoever you are, know that you've stymied us for now." He's just saying this out loud to anyone who can hear, because he doesn't know where you guys are.
All right.
So we're
And then
probably
he-
nowhere close to this, right? Because
No, give me I need a turn.
Okay, so they just started scattering. It's your guys' turns.
are we even anywhere close to this, or is it just Curly and Best Boy?
I imagine
on-
you're
we're
on the
topside.
street above.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get us down there in a second.
Okay.
Whenever I'm allowed to cast a spell, I will do so.
All right. I want to cast a spell.
They all went, and I don't think I'm planning on going. I mean, I could call them back, knowing reinforcements are
If
coming.
you got into the center of the room,
Mhm.
and just so we had visual of all of them, that would be really nice.
All right. Curly's going to. I guess the center doesn't quite work, but how about here?
Yeah. I didn't make it go to the ceiling, so you can see over it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming it's a high ceiling anyway. somehow.
It's like it's relatively good. Yeah.
Probably domed, so yeah. Curly lands herself there, and then
Just spin around real quick, and then Zach casts a spell. So, put Gord over here.
Oh, one moment. Let me just get the. I'll just get your various player tokens. And Gord, I'm going to have you. I'm going to do the bear token, even if you aren't necessarily starting in the bear form.
Yeah. Can I even go in war form? Like, how tall is the ceiling?
Well, you'd be hunched over.
Like, would it be better to go into what's it called form then?
It might be better to go into
Bear Man.
Bear Man.
Bear man form, yeah.
Okay, so you guys can place yourselves. Where you
Everybody should probably go next to an enemy. So Zach will go up here. I will actually redirect Curly over here.
Oh, all right.
And
So I get a free movement as well, or an extra free movement.
well, I'm
Do you want me to
teleporting
go
you.
to the do you want me to go
Okay.
to the rolling man or the preacher?
Whichever you'd prefer.
Preacher isn't running,
Yeah.
not as much. So your stopping power is probably more useful.
Okay.
Then again, I don't know who's scarier.
Depends.
Also, we don't really want me to kill the preacher. The preacher's kind of important.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Let's swap with Leonie then.
This person's running into the tunnel, and then suddenly there's just a big old bird with their wings spread from edge to edge of the tunnel.
He said, yeah, okay, fair enough. Roll. You know what? I'm just gonna have people roll initiative.
I can do that.
It's reached that time again.
Initiative is 15
Ooh.
minus 2.
Do we get a surprise round or no?
That was kind of a
Sure, fair,
surprise
fair.
round.
Yeah.
Okay. Passenger.
Oh, can you roll an actual paradox die?
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Oh, an actual.
Yeah, a
paradox.
regular. It's,
Got a 7.
is that a
Pretty good.
failure?
That's a failure.
Okay, guess it's 8, 9, 10. Okay, got it.
Gord, you're at 24.
Oh, sweet,
Nice.
sweet. Thank you.
Ooh.
Fast
Oh,
bear.
look at that.
Oh, this is gonna
That
work out
never
great.
Whoa, look at you. We got 3 10s and a 1, which is now a 10. Actually, your roll is now a 13 because it's higher than you could possibly get on your own.
Damn.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that is Curly. That is Zach.
Oh boy, haven't had a chance to use my gun yet.
Hmm.
The mages also reflexively use their shield.
Shielding.
Yeah, because
I
it'd be
imagine.
really stupid not to.
Did you do anything with the what's it called? The radiation spirit that we have?
I haven't done anything. It's not
Radi-
super useful for our current endeavor. 'cause-
No, it doesn't. I was just wondering.
Yes, vampires don't care as much about radiation.
Put it in my
Oh, well.
gun.
Yeah,
Put it in there
I
anyways.
I want your gun to shoot radiation bullets,
Just shoot people with cancer.
or shoot people and cure them of cancer.
Hey, yeah, that's true.
Oh, hey, we were just talking about chemo. Wait, no, that's radiotherapy. I'm a liar. Look at these people without +8 composure from nowhere. What sad lives they live.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me put the initiative in here. Blah. Gord.
Okay, well, gonna use what's it called? Gonna be using Primal Strength
Mm-hmm.
and Killer Instinct, and I'm not surrounded, so no point in Butchery right now. Butchery would have been great in Thunderdome. But yeah, so I'm going to spend an Essence for Primal Strength and what's it called? Killer Instinct, and then also take the Chainsaw Sword. Do we want to use the Chain Sword yet, or because you don't want to kill the guy, right?
Well, I guess if you have one of them alive, it helps you, but you don't necessarily.
This guy seems like the preacher guy seems kind of important.
The Preacher and the Bone Lady are the two that have been around more than once from the
And that's
memories.
the
The
Bone
other
Lady?
two seem newer. Yeah, I got the Bone Lady.
And I got someone random.
Yeah.
Though I can do aggravated damage to him, and he still technically won't die, right?
Only if you do too much aggravated damage will they die.
He'll turn into a ghost, right? We can talk to him then.
Yeah,
Do they? Okay.
I can make him into our bitch, really, if we wanted to.
Okay.
A vampire hunter who was a vampire.
Yeah.
Leave your dogs.
Oh god, that'd be
Oh,
great.
God.
I could dominate their mind, and they'd just be the best vampire hunter.
A preaching vampire hunter with their dogs, just like, repent, sinner vampire. I'm here to come murder you. Go, best boys.
Best
Excellent.
boys use bite. It's
Excellent.
super
Okay.
effective.
+4 for that. And getting 8 against on. So yeah, I'll use the chain axe then.
Fuck him up.
What am I taking away for his?
His defense is 8.
Oh geez, let's see if I can do it. Okay, so 5 plus. So strength 5, then +4 for the purities, 9. Plus another 3 for that. 13 minus 8. Oof, not the best, but I think that's 5. And then I'll also use a willpower.
Okay.
So I'm going to be rolling on 8 agains.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yep.
1 success.
Oh, that's okay. You do like 5 damage.
Hey. You got him.
Got him.
And so the preacher says, "Oh, I did not expect to see a werebear." As the sun-blessed chainsword comes down, he almost dodges it, except he definitely doesn't. And you just carve out like a roughly like a fifth of his torso. It's burning. You definitely did. So what you do, I think like 6 aggravated damage.
Damn.
You damn dirty degenerate vampires ruining everything.
Actually, wait, is a chainsaw is 5, would a chainsword be more?
Yeah, you don't. Well, when you combine stuff, I don't think we were adding it. It's just.
Oh, okay. It's a chainsaw, but in sword form.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, that's a good chunk of damage there. Zach, it is your turn.
I pull up my gun.
Yep.
And I shoot him.
Easy there, R. Kelly.
Uh,
My bread.
I'm gonna shoot. What's their? Do they have firearm defense?
Yes, they have 4 firearm defense.
Okay. And what's the
And
penalty for
he
shooting?
uses celerity. Interruption.
Oh.
To try to hit you before you shoot him.
Okay.
What's your defense?
Yeah, 18.
Fair enough. He doesn't realize that.
Nope. Oh, he hits
He
me.
hits you.
Damn.
Okay. his hands extend to become claws, and he hits you, and he does.
Was that luck die?
Yes, that
Yeah,
was a
that
chance
was
die.
chance
die,
Yeah.
No chance die. Yeah.
And he deals 4 lethal, which then gets absorbed by your armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and Zach flinches, and then he looks at his jacket, and then he looks at the vampire, who probably then looks at the jacket, and Zach kind of shrugs and then shoots him in the knee.
But now that he's up close,
I can take a step. Back.
Okay.
What's a knee shot?
His defense is still 4.
What's a knee shot for
Apply leg rack. I think it's -2.
-2? So we go down to 10. Yeah.
Okay.
That's 4 damage plus 9.
Okay. Let me see personal tilts. Okay, leg rack. 1 leg, half speed, -2 pending on physical rolls for movement. Both legs, knockdown. Give up move action to move at speed 1. Okay.
Zach, as the next turn rolls around, Zach is moving his aim to the other leg.
So are you just using regular bullets?
Those are sniper rifle rounds, but yes.
I mean, it's not like fire bullets
No,
or
no.
something like that.
We haven't gone that far yet.
I mean, we could start getting incendiary bullets.
I have
gonna
not.
stop.
If Ian, if you give me a spreadsheet with bullet types, I will happily use them. But until you do so, I will keep it under. I will keep
fair
it less ridiculous.
It deals more damage than the character's damage. Yep. So you deal 9 bashing damage to him. Oh wait, no.
It'd be
Sniper
13.
rifle bullets are it's 13. He has some armor, so that's 11. You deal 11 bashing damage.
Nice.
And you just obliterate his kneecap, or you lodge the bullet into his kneecap.
Who's echoing? Testing.
Is it me?
It is you.
Hello? God damn it.
Okay.
Oh, this hasn't happened in a while.
Oh, and that full bashing, they have a wound penalty, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
I do believe so.
Wound
And-
penalty and roll stamina to stay conscious when you're full bashing.
Vampires don't need to roll stamina to stay conscious.
Okay.
At bash.
Supernatural.
That's good.
Uh,
All right.
s-
But he's probably into lethal at this point, so another shot is also gonna fuck him up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Curly, it's your turn. Are you just gonna
Okay.
full auto if they try to move towards you?
Yeah.
Just dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna just be like something kind of like, hey, we will keep you. We are taking prisoners. Okay, please apply to be a prisoner, so I do not have to shoot you. And hopefully they respond, and if not, full auto, or not full auto, but suppressing fire.
Suppressing fire.
Just yell out, suppressing fire!
Do they say anything? Are they?
They look at you and you realize that they open their mouth to hiss and they have no tongue. It's all movable teeth.
That's
Okay.
fucked up.
Yeah, friendly.
Don't
Curly,
like that.
do you know sign language? Because I know some of that.
Do you speak ASL? Do you know ASL?
I guess you'll have to wait for her turn.
She lowers her gun so that she has one hand free for some sort of sign language.
Leona,
Lowers the
it's your
gun. Yeah,
turn.
that's smart.
Okay. So this guy who I have right next to me, I am going to
It worked.
so yay. Exciting.
Okay.
But this
So-
is enervation.
Enervation, no breathing.
So, mage causes our subjects' muscles to stop working, breaking down connections between muscles, ligaments, and tendons. The spell imposes either the leg rack tilt or the arm rack tilt on the subject. And then-
Is it withstood by what?
withstood by stamina. Stamina. Wow. I can't read tonight.
Stamina. I love stamina.
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 Ba-da-da-da-da. Stamina.
And then
What's stamina?
there is one reach is the mage causes the subject's entire body to seize up for the duration of the spell. And the subject suffers from the immobilization tilt.
So, how much power did you put in? What's the potency?
I only put in one potency. Shit.
You should
Oops.
probably put in higher because people
Yeah.
generally have more than one stamina.
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell me. I need to know what it does until. Or I need to know what the potency is so I can tell if it actually worked.
Yeah, the potency was only one.
Boo.
Yeah.
So it does not work.
Damn it.
Still have your dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Are you gonna call your dog over to chase down the roiling man?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Do-do-do.
And what was the attack roll for him again?
Isn't it double your dots or your potency? So 12?
Twelve minus their defense.
Yeah.
And their defense is 7.
So 5.
5 dice.
Oh my god.
You're nailing it.
Oh.
I used all-
No, should have
I
just
used up
stayed
all
in the
my good
lab
rolls
today.
It was fine. You should have seen me earlier this afternoon. I was wonderful.
Use it all up.
I used it all up.
Okay.
All right, Bone Lady. Does she speak American Sign Language, and will she be a prisoner?
The answer is the answer's no.
No. Which question? Both, probably.
As the Bone Lady, she spreads out her hands towards you, almost like she's surrendering, and then bones out of her fingers shoot at you
Oh God.
in rapid fire fashion.
Does that also
Lovely.
trigger your suppressing fire?
I don't know if it's up to Ian if he wants to count as me just delaying my turn, or if that was foregoing my turn for
Were you doing a
roleplay.
readied action?
Suppressing fire is kind of like a readied action, but it's not exactly a readied action.
Gotcha.
You know what? I think what I'm going. You described as like putting your gun.
Yeah, I definitely
away.
described it as lowering it.
That's true.
Yeah, so So, what's your defense there, Frosty?
My defense is 14.
14. Okay. Well.
I don't know if it's less when I'm deliberately spreading out my wings. That's
and the bone strikes and then fails to pierce the armor.
Curly goes through the exact same motion that Zach just went through of like looking at the armor, laughing for a minute, and then pointing the gun. Oh, she doesn't fire. She's not quite fast enough for that.
Okay, it's the preacher who you've just pseudo carved up.
Pseudo?
Well, you haven't you haven't full carved.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes, "Well, I always knew I'd meet my end. I didn't think it would be at a chainsaw." He then takes out a ritualistic knife, hurls himself into the altar, and stabs himself through the heart.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Great. This sounds like it's going to be a good thing.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
He and out of the out of the gaping wound and his mouth and his eyes and his nose, blood just pours in volumes that you didn't think a human body can maintain. Vampires can compress blood, did you know? And the altar's runes start glowing. Okay. It is the Roiling Man. The Roiling Man, claws flash out as the Roiling Man gains an extra set of arms, wings back, and his shoes explode off the feet as he gains talons.
Oh, this is going to be a good time.
And what's your dog's defense?
My dog's defense. Do-do-do. Right, I've relinquished that spell. Durability is 4, base health is 8.
Okay, don't know if we ever actually did defense.
Yeah.
Gonna say its defense is probably 6.
Okay.
So
I've updated the sheet.
this vampire's gonna go a bit all out to try to hurt this thing. The feet talon dig into the best boy. And how much armor does best boy have? Sorry, durability.
Durability is 4.
Okay. Best boy takes 8 damage. 8 points of lethal.
No, not the best boy.
That's
Best boy still
Best Boy.
spell standing, but is hurt. As it appears like the Roiling Man actually has a lot of strength. It's Blue. Okay, Blue realizes that that stabbing you didn't do anything there, Zach. I mean, if he barely could hit you and it did nothing, he knows something's gone terribly wrong. So, he can only move at half speed, but with Celerity 4, he can move 5 times his regular speed. So, let's see. So, if his speed is 12 divided by 2 is 6 times 2 is 12 times 5 is he can move 60.
Can he run with a leg rack?
Can you run with a leg rack? That would be a great thing. It says you half your speed, but it doesn't say you can't run.
I guess so.
Now, if you shot the other one, he definitely can't run.
Yes.
What do you mean you can't run while prone? How do caterpillars do it?
Okay, so he's actually getting a bit of a distance from you, and he actually rounds a corner, foolishly thinking that would stop you. where it stops most normal bullets.
Well, I mean, I can't curve the bullet. So that does actually stop me.
Fair enough.
You
Well,
didn't.
he is still supernaturally fast, even if you.
How far can I run?
What
Let's
is
see.
your speed?
That's only 9.
So you can move 9 and then shoot, or move 18 and not shoot. He used 6 celerity running powers. And so that was Blue. Okay, Gord, it's your turn.
Exactly.
You have a vampire that just committed Sudoku, right before you.
He committed Hello Kitty.
Yeah. And it appears like the altar's glowing. Do you want to just try to break the altar?
Is that a smart idea, guys?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna roll an occult roll.
Roll intelligence in occult.
Thankfully, we're a hive mind, kinda, so we can. We're kind of hive
Should I
mind.
break this altar? Bad things are happening.
It's like going on Yahoo Answers, though. We don't know necessarily, but we'll try.
Okay, well, I'll roll for the.
Oh, that wasn't my roll. It's the wrong
No,
roll.
that was me.
Yeah, that was you. Let me try that again.
2 successes.
I got 1 success.
Uh,
I got 2.
you're pretty sure that
I got
breaking
no.
the you don't know exactly what allowing the altar will continue doing will do. But even if there is magical backlash, it's probably less bad to break the altar than it is to let it finish.
Well,
Probably.
yes, well. Let's see how well a chain sword goes through altar. So yeah,
Are you
I
going
have
to
some-
are you going to switch into full war form to smash this down?
I didn't do. We didn't do a Siskrida. I could have gotten bloody handed and tried to
Oh yeah.
break stuff, but no Siskrida.
Go break stuff, break stuff.
Okay, well, might as well switch to full war form and just hit the altar. Try to break that altar.
Okay, I guess you aren't really doing a killing blow on the altar. But roll full strength plus brawl
Full strength plus brawl, and do I also
plus
get
your
that?
specialty
Yeah, of killer with killer instincts.
with killer instinct. If you want to spend a willpower, you could make it a road action.
A road action? What's that?
Where you re-roll. You have professional training 5. You can re-roll all of the misses.
Oh shit, he has that for
Once.
brawl? That's
For weaponry,
for weaponry, okay.
because that's what you use to cut down trees.
Yeah, all right, you got me there.
Cut
Which one? Which one is that? Is that
I
road-
think 8. Oh, do we not have? We don't have 8 again rote formula. So take the 9 again rote for quality,
okay.
and then replace the 9 in there with an 8. When you go and post it,
Yeah. Okay.
I think that will work.
Also, I kind of noticed that my 8 again's formula didn't just looked exactly like the normal roll formula, so I think I switched it to the right one. I copied what the 9.
Okay.
That's up to Frosty. It's his sheet.
Oh, I don't think mine is.
And just switch it to 8.
I just
Okay.
use macros for everything. When
So
you
just-
roll it, I can tell you.
Okay. Well, this is the 8 again, or this is the 8 road again. So, what did you say? Strength plus my weaponry.
Yep. Strength plus weaponry plus your
Yep. So
plus your specialty.
yeah. So 12 plus 4 is 16. Sorry.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, that's the road again, but I'm
Is it 8
is
again?
Yeah, I did the 8 agains for the what's it called for.
He has killer.
Oh, okay, okay.
instinct.
Then yeah, I think that's right.
And just a question: is this the right formula for 8 agains?
Looks that looks like it, especially because you only rolled 3 dice and it exploded that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Okay.
All right.
Okay, so 9 successes on Dudley Boys the Altar. Okay.
If anyone's pro wrestling fans.
God as my witness, the altar is broken in half. You take your sun sword and bring it down into the vampiric purposed altar. Your sun sword blazes, and the rest of you hear a gigantic crack as it is broken in half. Because you're doing egg damage to this altar.
Does structure care about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, structures definitely care about chainsaws. Most things care about chainsaws. Most things care about chainsaws when being wielded by a 18-foot bear.
The altar explodes in scalding blood as whatever energy it was trying to use for the blood, it was trying to change the blood to, kind of just explodes everywhere. But you, as a gigantic warform armored warbear, care not. The blood goes off of your fur like water.
There we go. Well, there you have it.
Okay, Zach, it is your turn.
Can you extend the map so I can actually see what happened?
Yeah.
Because you said he ran and then rounded a corner, but
It's. I will say extending it up is really hard. Just assume that he's just rounded a corner.
This way somewhere. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have any way of chasing someone.
Can you just put another ban in areas you
I'd have
can't
to
see?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
I have to be able to see it.
Do you know how fast they were going? Can you give an estimate? Because Curly might be probably not faster by much, but
It
she won't run out
depends on
of celerity.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think vampires can use celerity constantly.
No. It's something that they have to burn to do, but
All
it is a gigantic burst of
How
speed.
much what is speed to tiles again? Is it 2?
It is oh yeah. It defaults to D&D stuff.
Yeah. So 1.
It should be effectively your speed is meters. So you can go to the nearest box.
Okay.
So if you're speed 9, you can go 5 squares.
Yeah, we can't go very far by default.
No. Not unless your strength is ludicrous. Your strength or dex.
I ain't a life mage.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
And Curly says, "You want to trade?"
Yeah, let's trade. Give me a second.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to find the specifics of the spell real fast.
While you do, Curly's explaining. Okay, so she doesn't know sign language, I don't think. Watch out for the bones, because they're dangerous, even at range. And good luck.
Where the fuck is the spell? Come on.
Okay, so
Sorry,
what you
1 second.
gonna do when they come for you?
So this spell adds potency to the subject's speed, but that seems like no speed at all. If it would only get me 1 tile. Or like 4 potency would only get me 2 extra tiles. That seems like bad. I guess Zach will just run over here. And I guess that's my turn.
Okay, you run over there.
All right, and now Curly's also going to go running. because she has
She's fast.
she's got speed 25, but that's still quite a ways to go. I think using 8 squares, using
Oh, yeah, I forgot you could, like... How do you do it?
yeah, we don't have. It's non-Euclidean geometry. We don't care about angles.
Yeah. No, but I forgot
yeah,
you could hold right click and then keep adding.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
How do you? I can get this far.
You'll catch up eventually.
We'll catch up eventually. And as after that corner, every time she's taking a turn, she's just dropping a crow the other direction to make sure. Because I don't think she has good tracking skills. She just has the speed. Oh, she can sense the worm taint. This is fine. She'll do it.
And they're probably making a bunch of noise.
Yeah.
They're running with a bad leg.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Leonie, your turn.
Okay, so this super annoying guy in front of me.
Yes. Remember,
I
if
wanna-
something is withstood, you have to have good potency.
So I want to turn the ground in front of him into a spike-filled pit.
In front of him or under him?
Well, like,
You mean under
where's
him?
my draw? I mean, under and around him.
Okay.
Like, start.
It's like, oh no, you can't get me
No.
now, vampire.
Like, where's my draw tool? Like,
You couldn't jump 5 feet. Fuck
Here.
you.
you know, like, yeah.
You have to finish the drawing. Okay. Okay. So, So, all right. So I guess you're just having it be like concrete spikes.
Yeah.
Or are you gonna do a combined spell to make them like flaming spikes?
She can't do. She's not forces.
Well, if you make
Well-
it something that ignites on contact
Ah.
with air.
Hmm.
Who needs forces? You have thermite.
Magnesium spikes.
Wait, you
Why
could.
would
How are you making? How are you dealing with the excess material? Like, you could just make that thermite, and that's how you craft your hole. Is by turning the rest
That's
of
a
it into
good
thermite.
idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
In which case, you're basically just turning the floor under them into thermite, and then as it goes down, there's spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the spikes would survive the thermite.
No, they would. They would
Some
crack
city-
horribly. It'd be
So-
awesome.
some city workers gonna get real annoyed.
Don't worry. Tunnel fires are the safest kind of fires.
I love tunnel fires.
Tunnel
I
fire.
don't think that's how you spell thermite.
Shh. It's fine.
Termite.
Don't you see there is an H
Tunnels.
there?
Oh yeah,
Do
sure.
you
there
know
is.
how
Tunnels.
much
Do I have to fix the H?
thermite tunnels? Thermite,
Thermite tunnels.
So what happens
the
to a
tunnel-
in
vampire
the sewer.
when they fall into a pile of thermite?
It's not good for the vampire. I'll tell you
What
that.
happens when anyone falls into a pile of thermite?
Probably not good.
You want to test that out?
I think it's pretty similar to when you fall into magma, where you just all your blood boils and you explode and you just pop,
Yeah.
which would have made the end of the Lord of the Rings way different, way less
If it
dramatic.
was
Popping
just-
like a balloon.
If Golem just did if there's just an anticlimactic pop sound.
Just a horrible splatter of blood reaching all the way up to the top of the volcano again.
It's a blood fountain.
Okay. Okay.
So roll your. Okay, is that it? I assume I'm going to roll a chance dice for paradox. You're good. 5 successes. You get a mana back if you spend a mana.
Yay!
And the whole fucking let's see, does thermite create smoke? I guess off to YouTube I go.
If it's combustion, then yes, it creates combustion byproducts. Which is mostly steam, but steam and carbon dioxide.
Okay, it's okay. Yep. That creates smoke. Not as much as, let's say, your favorite white phosphorus, but it does create smoke. The vampire takes 6 aggravated as he's in a pile of thermite.
How
That's
deep is the
kind of-
pit? How deep's the pit?
Like
It doesn't honestly need to be that deep.
Well,
I'd say like 7 feet deep.
oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot
Why
of
should I
thermite.
go?
I thought you were gonna go like 30 feet deep. Personally.
Oh,
I don't know why you
can
were
I- can I
holding
do
back.
that? I
It's
can
your
go that
fucking
deep. I didn't
spell.
realize. Okay, yeah, let's go 30 feet deep. Fuck.
Or make it
Yeah.
all the way wide. Not
Ye-
just those two
Yeah,
squares, but
you're giving yourself some fucking weird restrictions when you're a mage. I don't really understand the logic.
like especially with vampires who are known to interrupt people's turns and walk somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, there, my
The ceiling is thermite. The ground is thermite.
there.
You are
that
thermite.
Everything, the air in your lungs is thermite now.
Oh
You're
no.
wel-
Thank God
That's
mages
for-
can't quite do that.
That's
This
for
guy was
attacking my
melty
dog.
beforehand. Now he's very, very high temperature. So how
No,
melty is he
instead
now?
of the roiling man, he's the broiling man.
And now he's gonna like crawl out and through thermite. It's like that's a whole issue.
He's gonna crawl out like
well-
a fucking Terminator arm.
Well, the bone lady is, well, she saw how effective her shots on Frosty were, and that Curly was. Curly ran. Bone lady is going to point at Zach
Oh no.
and
Finger guns.
What could a
Shoot-
measly
shoot
human do
finger
against a bone lady?
I
well,
mean, their
seeing
best
how you just
strategy is
walked around
He's running. He
He's
ran
running,
there.
Yeah. I think what she's going to do is she's gonna back off slightly down the tunnel and just shoot a giant like it's almost like her whole forearm just grows a giant spike and she shoots it out at you.
Damn. 18
Oh.
defense.
Yes.
Yeah.
want to go
Face
right through.
itself burns.
Want to go right through the ban and then into the back of Leone's head?
I mean, there's like an altar there.
I don't know how tall.
It strikes the altar.
Also,
Oh.
that isn't a perfect angle through the ban. You know, it's all wiggly.
Okay,
It would
yeah,
come
it's
out at a
regular.
weird angle.
Gotcha. You know that probably you could probably use that for infinite energy.
Yeah, actually.
This mage thing seems a bit unfair now that I think about
In
it.
fact, one mage can just make energy. How about that?
What? No. But
Yeah.
the first law of thermodynamics.
This
Snake, come
doesn't
on.
care.
Okay, well, Broiling Man is going to try to grab Leone and
Drag
the
her in.
dog and drag you in. Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
how?
that's super good. He's 30 feet down.
Oh, well, I said he grew wings on the
Oh.
first
You
turn.
did? Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
what about that?
He grew an extra pair of hands, some wings, and talons.
do the wings function in thermite?
You would have a
well,
lot of
he's
people below
gonna-
you, so it would be a hell of an updraft.
He's gonna try. Okay. It's painful, but he's gonna try in a death throw to. He's frenzying. Yeah, he's just given into frenzy, and he's gonna try to drag Leone and Best Boy down there.
No, not best boy.
Let's see. Best Boy, and what is your defense, Leone?
My defense is 9.
Are you
It
sure
must
about
be
that?
more. What is your wits and what's your dex?
Oh shoot. Okay.
That is your defense, but you have your matter shield on.
Oh shoot. Right. Okay.
Also, your +8 athletics. Unless you have 1 wits
I
and
have
1
2
athletics.
Let's find out.
wits.
She has 2 wits and dex, so it's 2 plus.
Athletics
Should be
is
2
7.
plus 9.
Oh, you didn't
at
update.
minimum.
Yeah, you didn't
Oh.
update the buff. So you have 11, and then +4 for matter, so you have 15.
Okay.
Does matter? I didn't think matter added to defense. It just added to armor.
Let's find
That's
out.
part of the matter attainment shield.
Let's find out.
I do believe it's important before I do this roll.
Matter armor applies the mage's full matter rating as general armor. It is immune to armor piercing. Okay.
Okay.
So never mind. Your defense is 11.
Cool.
Okay. Okay. He drags you and the dog with his 2 talons into the thermite pit.
Well,
You can
it's
make
been
2
a good run,
attacks.
guys.
Well, I guess he drags the dog, and he'd have to use. Does he have celerity? No, he doesn't. Okay. Well, he drags the dog in. Best boy is done.
No.
How does grappling work in this game?
Uh,
Is it just a hit and then they're grappled?
It's a. I do believe that you first have to grapple with a hit, to actually grapple through their defense.
Okay.
And then at the beginning of the next person's turn, you both roll strength and brawl
Mm-hmm.
to see if someone wins the grapple.
Oh, so then he doesn't grab the dog. Then he starts the beginning of a grapple.
I guess so.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be a spoil sport, but like a 1-hit grapple, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna throw you into the fucking death pit is a little like crazy.
Let's see. World of Darkness, Chronicles of Darkness. Let's see if there's. Let's look up grapple.
Grappling rules are always fun.
They're always so simple in every system. Is the thing I love the most about them.
To grab an opponent, roll strength and brawl minus defense. On success, both characters are grappling. If the grappler rolls an exceptional success, he picks a move from the stuff below. During each subsequent turn, both grappling characters making contested strength and brawl versus strength and brawl action on the highest of the 2 characters' initiatives.
So he didn't roll exceptional, so we'd have to wait a turn.
Mm-hmm. Blah. He's grabbing the dog.
And he's on fire.
And he's on fire. And the dog takes, because when you're grappling with the beast claw stuff, success deals some damage. So dog takes 2 more lethal as the talons bite in, and the dog starts being dragged. It's blue. Blue keeps running.
Okay.
Is
Gord,
blue
it is
celeritying?
Yes.
You can't see,
Oh, okay.
so you don't know.
Fair enough.
How fast the little pitter patter footsteps? Are they really fast?
Guess roll a
What do I get to roll perception?
Yeah, you have wits and composure.
yeah, roll
Wits and composure. Okay. I only have the 15 dice, so let's hope this goes okay. Okay, I got 6 successes. Free willpower. I did it. I'm back to 20 willpower.
Yay.
You were so
The
low.
willpower economy is going great.
We hoard the willpower.
Okay, well he did use celerity again. He's
Okay.
freaked the fuck out.
seize the means of willpower production.
These
Gord,
means of production.
it's your turn.
Okay, so blue is gone, right? He's just
Blue's
gone.
running.
Feel free to help me out.
Okay, will do.
Or help out with Thermite Man.
I feel like Thermite
Which
Man's
one
gonna be dead next turn just from Thermite.
Protect the dog.
the
Oh
dog.
yeah, actually protect the dog. Why not?
Save the best boy.
Or
Or save Zach. I don't know.
I haven't been hit by the bone lady, to be fair.
No one's been hit at all. I've been
Well,
keeping
no,
track.
we both got hit. We just didn't take damage.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Best boy took damage.
Poor best boy.
Mhm.
I can't heal the best boy. This game is too hard. Can't just tug on my heartstrings strings like this, Ian. Let me heal the best boy.
So make a
So
make a call.
I have a speed of 5, so I could go 10 spaces.
no, you definitely have a higher speed.
Does speed 5?
I think mine is calculated on Dex because that's all my character had. So yours should be calculated on.
Speed should always be 5 plus strength plus dex.
Okay.
5 plus
Yeah,
strength.
because it just
Okay.
5 plus strength plus dex, so
5
plus 12 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
18. All right.
18, there we go.
That's pretty
so
good. So that's 9 squares.
9 squares.
9 squares.
You could go there and then just throw the chainsword at her. Boom.
I just
Or-
don't stand directly in front of me because I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna
Or
shoot her.
go there and throw the chainsword at him. Though you might not want to because that's Thermite and that will
That-
just destroy it.
Yeah,
Then there'd be a Sun Spirit going free.
and I don't think
Yeah.
he's happy with us still.
Do
Probably
you think
not.
he's still mad about that?
Do you think he's still mad that we beat him up a bit?
That he's still our prisoner inside a sword?
He'll be fine eventually.
He'll get over it. So I could go there,
Yep.
or Leonie, do you need me over where you are?
No, I'm good.
Okay. And sure, I'll try to throw the chainsword at.
Roll
Bone lady.
roll strength plus athletics.
Okay. And this is just normal roll.
Oh, with athletics, damn.
Yep, this is a minus -7 from her.
Okay, so 24 minus 7 is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I make you do basic fucking math.
I know. Fuck you.
The rest of us have macros.
How do you? I haven't been able to get that yet.
Didn't Frosty make you a sheet?
A
No, I
sheet,
have the-
yeah, but that doesn't help with macros in Roll20.
Well, you copied the text on the. Well, I guess it's not a macro, but you copy the cell and then you paste it into Roll20.
I honestly don't know what your sheet looks like. I don't think I have access to it.
Fine, I'll give you fucking access to it.
No, I mean, what? It's been a long time since I've seen
I'll give
the
you
copy that.
fucking access to fucking sheet. See if I don't.
Okay.
What the fuck is your email address? Don't say it out loud.
Oh yeah, it's stream. I definitely won't.
His email address is 69xx69xxx.
Sephiroth plays at 420.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I sent it to you. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. You take the chainsword. You kind of pose like you're about to throw a javelin, and then you throw the chainsword. The chainsword flies through the air. She tries to deflect it with a bone, but your chainsword just cuts right through. And it's now sticking in her. Still going. It does 9 aggravated.
She better not run away with my chainsword.
Zach, it's your turn.
Sorry, did you say that? You said it's my
Zach,
turn?
it is your
Okay.
turn,
Well, I'll. What's a headshot?
Minus 4. I
4.
believe.
What's her firearm defense?
Now, her firearm defense is 0.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's just 12. Yeah, I'm shooting her in the head. Wow. Yeah.
Did you shoot her in the head?
Yeah, I shot her in the
It's
head.
just the 14
You
damage,
sure you
though.
shot her in the head?
I think she's dead.
The chainsaw's still going. But,
I was gonna scratch up the floors.
Oh,
You gotta
man.
grab it.
That's gonna totally clash with the thermite pit.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
guys,
don't
we need
let
to
that
call
happen.
we need to call a carpenter to fix the floors.
Okay. A carpenter? It's a sewer. There's cement.
Fine. We need to call the cement fixing company. Cement repair.
Okay. Pretty sure that's Leone.
Hey,
Alright.
Leone, do you want to do some construction work? Curly, you're chasing down Blue.
I'm chasing a person. Do we roll some chase mechanics? Do you want to go through the
No.
chase rules, Ian? Oh, okay.
Uh,
I'll find him eventually. Just following the worm taint and the.
Leone. The guy takes 6 more egg. He's looking very much like he's going to die next turn, but it's not
All
quite
right.
there.
So I'm gonna
I'm
take
excited.
a couple steps
I'm
back
very excited.
and I look at the best boy.
Roll before you do it.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. Oh, shit. I lost my spell just a second. There it is.
The suspense.
The best boy is now Thermite.
Goodbye, Green. That guy get bamboozled.
Roiling man, broiling man, broiled man. This fucking Sabat cell did not know what was the thunder that was being called down on it.
Okay, so none of them are alive except for the one Curly is chasing, and
Yes.
I think Curly's the one to do it then, because
Yeah, we need one alive.
yeah, Curly's just yelling down the tunnel like, "Hey, we're supposed to be taking prisoners, and I think those chuckle nuts back there just killed everyone. So please, we will treat you so nicely. We will get you
will
whatever you
not make
want."
you just
Uh,
thermite.
Give me vision and I can stop them from moving.
Okay. I guess Curly tries to project the mental image of the scene as
As
she
the
is
guy,
following the person.
he's still limping along, and he's looking
He's-
back, and there's a crow, and he's like, "I don't believe what you're saying. If all my friends are dead."
I'm listen. They're all bad, but I like vampires. I'm nice.
Teleport him into the thermite.
No,
pit. What the-
dominated.
Please do it.
He
Please do it.
lays down. Unless he has more than 5 composure.
He does not.
No, he lays down.
He's like, oh, Curly's like, oh yes, diplomacy. I did it.
As you feel the ghostly hand of a mage go and crush the man's will to fight. Is it uncomfortable being literally a spy satellite for the equivalent of a death satellite?
Oh, it's just like Death Note.
Oh God.
Target acquired.
Well, until he starts killing people through me, then I'm.
We were
Curly's
doing
okay.
You already
that. We were totally doing that. Or trying to.
What? Yeah, we were trying to. We sent people into the woods. We crashed some cars. They're vampires. It's fine. Just a regular day at the
Not all of
office.
them are vampires.
Shh!
Go
Don't tell
amp-
Curly that.
We'll amp it up, don't worry.
They were some kind of vampire. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so what do we
Uh,
do with all
so-
these not vampires? If I just
Well, you probably stopped the thermite from destroying all the air down here.
well, that's up to Leonie.
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Just
it
turn the
back
pit back into
Yeah.
concrete.
ground.
Nothing happened here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a little hollow down there. It's fine.
You just make a little concrete lid for it, and poof. Mission accomplished.
Everything's
Also-
back to being cement.
Zach, you might want
But
to get.
what, like,
please
there's also like
understand-
the form of like the best boy, like written in like very neat handwriting.
Aw.
Like, here lies best boy Green.
They will be missed and replaced.
Zach,
Yeah.
you might want to get some of your cop buddies down here because I have a feeling these guys are all like if they're not vampire gang
wanted.
members, they're definitely normal gang members.
Yeah, I don't really want regular people around blood altars. Is the thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, this is more like a
Also-
mage thing that we should probably contact someone else about. Or actually, let's contact the mother.
Do we have cell service down here? Because I can also contact Victor.
Yeah, Victor would probably want to know.
Yep, you guys can simultaneously. Yeah, it modern cell service would get 10 feet below the like 20 feet below the street. Sure. Or you guys walk to a place where you do get cell
Yeah,
service.
that ban is gonna last for like an hour. So
Leonie, why don't you
Mhm.
just or Zach, can you open a small hole in there and Leonie just turns all the air in there into like laughing gas or some sort of like thing that just makes them all pass out?
No. I'm gonna say no. Either the whole thing comes down or it stays up.
Fair, okay.
Can we surround everything with laughing gas, and then open it?
Can
And
you make
then-
can you make a second one? Surround that with pump that in laughing gas, and then close the inner one, and then it'll.
If you tie up that other vampire we just caught, yes. I don't know if she can do that with laughing. I don't know about that. It's not really my specialty.
I can make laughing
Yeah,
gas.
Curly is slowly dragging them down back the hallway. She's not very strong. I think her strongest
Ford
form is
could've-
actually.
Can how do I change back? Can I change my forms? Like with on Roll20.
There.
So yeah, I'll go and help Curly drag the guy back.
Yeah, you just sling him over one shoulder. Easy
Yeah.
peasy. All right.
Okay.
Were they unarmed when we saw them?
Yes, they were all pretty much in like a dominated state.
Gotcha.
So Zach, take down that and just say freeze. I'm a cop.
Yeah, why don't we get some like rope and other things to tie him up with?
That seems
Okay.
like legit police business.
I mean,
Ropes.
I don't have that many handcuffs, so
Only
You're just like, wait a moment, I'm teleporting back to headquarters. Hey guys, I need like 20 handcuffs.
You could also just use zip ties, right?
yeah, I guess.
feels more FBI-ish.
Yeah,
we
you know what?
use
Fine.
zip ties? Yeah.
Zach holds up the coat so Gord can hold it, and then he ducks into the aviary for a few minutes.
For a
Fine,
couple zip ties.
Yeah.
And one pair of pink fluffy handcuffs that he uses out for the things.
Yes, it's just right there on the counter, you know. And I guess if everyone surrounds them, we'll drop the ban.
Yeah, we'll make sure we're in our human forms.
Yep,
Yep.
especially me.
That's okay. You're in your human form.
We'll get the dogs. We'll get the remainder of the best boys to like
That's a good idea.
flush it out.
Okay, so effectively, the ban goes down. The people there are still,
FBI.
they're
Freeze.
confused.
Okay.
They don't know what's happening. They
I'm
don't
amazed
seem to
that
even
ban-
be reacting.
I'm amazed how well that band held up in the face of like 15 sleepers inside it. I guess they're dominated, so
I
they're
don't
not
think.
so.
Yeah, they weren't really aware of what was happening.
I gotta make sure, or Curly makes sure that the red pills are out of their hands because they were on the other side of the band, correct?
They weren't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Make sure those aren't accessible from whenever the band breaks. Maybe just grabs them or whatever. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
So if I use, would I be able to intimidate them to lie down, hands over, lie on their stomachs and hands behind their backs?
Yep. They aren't really resisting.
Okay.
The domination evidently said, "Do nothing unless we instruct it," and the people who are going to do instructions are now gone.
So
Or
they'll
dominant.
just do that, and we could just zip tie all their hands together and
Mm-hmm.
okay. Do you want to teleport us somewhere?
No, that's expensive. Sorry, I can't keep doing that. That's not cheap.
Okay.
We can take him to the aviary. It's easier than trying to get him out through a sewer grate.
Mm.
And then we have to walk them out through the aviary.
That doesn't seem smart.
No, we'll walk. We'll do this the old-fashioned hard way. We're walking them out to the sewer.
So Vic. So you already calling or texting Victor?
Texting.
What do you text Victor?
Multiple altars in sewer. Interrupted a ritual. One altar's been smashed because blood.
Victor just says, what were altars for is this abyss.
Some kind of mass
Embrace.
conversion. Embrace. That's the word I was looking for.
When you say embrace, Victor just texts back vampires?
Yes.
To be fair, there's other things that might use the word embrace. So, he goes, okay, give coordinates. Now, I assume that, with you, I assume you call Mother Mercy? There, Dave?
Yeah, yeah, I'll call Mother Mercy.
She picks up. Gord, how's it going?
Hey, Ma, we just interrupted a what's it called? We literally just said it. Sorry,
Embrace.
Mass embrace.
mass embrace. At the what district is this?
Good question.
It was
It was
Just
the
like
Tito place.
at the Tito Place district.
Maybe give a intersection or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, close.
you give the details and all that.
Yeah, we'll and we should probably do a sweep of the district soon. Just make sure that there's no more altars. And we just need a place to. What are we gonna do with all these people?
Well, I'll probably bring them in for.
I mean, they're probably actually all wanted.
Right,
anyways.
right. That's my assumption. We'll bring them in.
Mhm. Okay, well, just give you a heads up there, Ma.
And she goes, "You done good, Gord. Stopping mass embraces really does save lives for everyone involved. I'll ask Pollyanna to send a cleanup crew. The
Thank you.
crows are good at stealing that kind of stuff."
Thank you, Ma. Yeah. If you need any more help, or if you want me to stick around to help Pollyanna, I can do that for you.
You should probably have someone there so that the vampires don't steal it back.
Yeah, so I'll stick around there then if what's it called? If Zach's gonna go take them and the people into FBI headquarters.
I'll probably call the local police and be like, "Hey, I busted some people."
Okay.
And they're all high as fuck.
I can see the
Drug use and possession.
I can see the headlines now. Netflix star stops.
Stops mass drug ritual.
Stop sewer cult.
Are the kids getting high on sewer fumes? Find out at 11.
Okay.
So, what are you going to be doing, Curly and Leone? Then
Probably just gonna go back to the aviary in my lab.
Curly is going to talk to this person before they are mind zonked by the currently indisposed Zach.
do you want to just take them to the
Oh,
aviary
they're
with you,
mind
or-
zonked for like an hour or two.
Okay. Well, you're probably going to be busy for longer
Yeah,
than
that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
Okay, and do you just add them to the coffee table collection?
No,
Coffee
no,
table
no.
collection?
I mean, they're going to be tied to a chair, sure, but for now, conversation more than
The coffee table.
than yeah,
So they're going to be having coffee instead of being the table where the coffee
yeah,
is.
yeah. So I don't unless we started shuffling people up. Like, okay, and now Mort is no longer in a coffee table, so we've moved Javras up there, and after Javras gets reassigned, then Alice can be in the coffee table.
There's a whole schedule.
So does Blue have a name?
You ask for Blue's name, and Blue goes Montego.
Montego. All right. How long have you been in the Sabbat?
Since I remember.
Rough. How many mass embraces like this you been to?
15.
Jesus. Were they all at the same location or many locations?
Many.
Do those same altars get moved around, or are they a bunch of permanent installations?
That altar was from a previous group. The altars change.
The altars, so they're moved around. They're different places.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. Can you give me a list of recent locations? I can undo your hand bind.
He
Write something.
he rattles them off.
Uh,
They're throughout the districts, and one is in the mountain.
Okay.
Gord texts Leone asking if she would like an altar for her studies.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Gord also wants to see what happens when we put the altar in the temple, the blood temple.
Jesus Christ.
Lucy, what are you doing over there? Come here.
Speaking of the blood temple, I think Curly's going to get this guy something to drink.
Really, you were so against it for so long.
I was against it when we didn't know, because that's
Yes, but
experimentation.
Yes, but because we now know, you now use it.
Yeah, because it's no longer experimentation. It's treatment. This is completely internally consistent. I don't see what you can't figure out about it. All right, Curly's gonna load her up on glamour juice and or load him up on glamour juice and see if he is ready to repent and join the church of the
Gentle worm.
yeah, that's the one. I know the name of
Don't
my own
even
church.
remember your own cult.
It's
See, I
probably
thought
gonna
you were
take a
better
little
than
while.
that.
This guy has been a Sabbat member for some time.
Okay. She gives him a glass of like a chalice full of the blood, then goes upstairs for a minute, comes back down having used Luna's embrace, the gift that allows you to just like that change your gender,
Mm-hmm.
and she walks down in a cult leader's robe and a beard, and introduces herself as Father Gentle.
God damn it.
She comes down and says, "My child, Hello.
I hate everything.
This is a weird little monologue we're about to see.
Do you believe in redemption, in second chances? And goes on like that for like 15 minutes of
Okay.
just like preaching crap and probably getting back mostly nods and horrible, like horrified looks as they are realizing their own history, and eventually tries to indoctrinate them into the Church of the Gentle Worm.
Yeah. Fair enough. We're gonna do that off screen.
All right.
Okay, so I guess like you guys are moving the altars and dealing with the police paperwork and what have you. And you get a text. Or at least Leone, you get a text
Mhm.
from Victor. Saying, "Are you currently hitting the Camarilla?"
No, why?
Well, their headquarters is currently under attack.
I immediately inform the rest of the party.
And Victor calls. Do you answer?
Mhm. Yeah, I answer.
And he goes, "So I'm actually a little bit surprised you've been so gung-ho about this vampire crusade. I thought that you're like, I finally struck the Sabbat. Let's add more notches to my belt. But I guess, do you have an attack helicopter?"
Does anyone here happen to own an attack helicopter?
Not
She
yet.
looks specifically at Zach.
Not yet. Can we have
Okay,
one?
well, I think that in this chaos, the mortal hunters have finally struck. It turns out they have an attack helicopter. And you just get your phone buzzes and you actually see like the equivalent of WhatsApp. You sent a photo, evidently from some kind of roof, and you just see like a helicopter doing strafing runs on a company floor, like on a building's top floor. And you just hear Victor's voice going, "It's kind of entertaining, but also a little bit concerning. I was hoping you weren't inside."
No.
Well,
Are we gonna intercept that?
Do we
Sorry,
want
who's
to?
this?
Doing our
Your
job
voice is
for 'em.
different.
Don't worry about it.
Are you cosplaying?
No. Look, it's a lot of essence to switch back and forth. Okay.
What? We'll talk about that later. I guess everyone should probably meet up at the aviary and go.
Yeah. Curly's like,
I'm
okay.
like way far. I guess I'm not that far south. Never mind.
okay, so this I do believe should firmly be next session.
Yes.
Whatever's there, like effectively, your actions have not gone unnoticed, and it's not like everyone liked the vampires being in the city. And so you're starting to get some
help.
some other factions moving for their own gains. So everyone, you get 2 experience.
Yay!
All right.
And you've destroyed one of the Sabbat cells. You've captured one of the Sabbat leaders, although you're still pretty sure that, judging by that guy's memory, there's probably higher ranking Sabbat cells that at least were around.
Wait, did we like collect all their ash in little jugs or something so we can bring them back? Or
We did not, and we did not collect the blood of the priest guy. That would have been smart.
oh, the preacher. Yeah. Oops.
It's
Yeah, 'cause
I guess it's
Fine.
still in the broken altar.
It's fine.
Well, I'm still there cleaning up, so I could bring that altar with me.
Yeah. All right. That'll be good.
And so next time we will deal with the startling conclusion of the basic vampire arc.
Shh.
Sounds good.
So that we can I'm not going to say move on, but for the story to open up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, well,
Bye, stream.
bye stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.